All right, now just tell me a little bit about MDC, Mechanical Devices. Just tell me a little bit about the company.
Mechanical Devices is a machine shop that machines close tolerance parts for Caterpillar, and Caterpillar is the primary customer. And all of our activities today are working towards becoming Caterpillar certified.
How did you become a supplier for Caterpillar?
This company, as long as I have known it, has been a supplier to Caterpillar, to the degree that I believe Caterpillar is something in the neighborhood of 95% of the customer base, split up into the various Caterpillar plants, of which there's 6 or 7.
Okay. You're a supplier for 6 or 7 of those plants.
Correct.
Okay. When you say they've been around a long time as a supplier, does Caterpillar give you requirements for what they want out of a supplier?
Absolutely. We have an entire list of requirements that we have to meet to become Caterpillar certified. They range from our delivery performance to our quality levels, which is measured in parts per million for rejects, to how we work with their engineering groups and so forth. You should also understand, I have been here just over a month.
Okay.
So you're going to be asking me questions that I may give you some answers, and you should be asking Mark.
No, we will be asking him, Mark. But you've been around, I think, this month. It's probably shown you a lot about how this operation works, and you did work at Caterpillar for 22 years, so you know from the Caterpillar side, you know what Caterpillar is looking for. What have you learned about the training requirements that, and how you go about fulfilling those training requirements for Caterpillar? Do they ask you to be trained on certain things before you can go ahead and, for instance, APQP and PPAP and MSA and all of that?
They require all the activities that require the knowledge of those things to function. So without actually stating those things, a lot of the training is aimed at TS 16949 and those requirements. So, and the Caterpillar certification requires that. That's just one of the pieces of it. So you have all the facets of the quality, the APQP, that come from that as well.
So does Caterpillar tell you what you need to be, how well you have to be trained, and do they give you any insight on how that's done, or what does Caterpillar do to?
I honestly don't believe they do.
They don't.
I don't think they tell you you need to have people of this level, you need to have people of this level. They give you what their expectations are as far as from the standpoint of being your customer. And again, the knowledge of APQP, statistical processes, the PFMEAs, although they don't always give you the DFMEAs. They require the warrants of PPAP and all of those things. Now, they offer some of that training. Actually, they offer a lot of that training.
Do you avail yourselves of that training?
Pardon?
Do you avail yourselves of that training?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I know that many of the people here at Mechanical have been through that training. Having been there, I've been through some of it. Having gone through courses and different things to have a couple of certifications through the ASQ, I've picked up some of the other things. Having spent time, like I said, in Caterpillar's quality organizations, many of those things are taught there.
Well, now, I know you've only been here a month, but do you know how CGN became involved in your training program?
No. I really don't.
Okay,
You guys, Sweta was here when I came,
okay.
and I don't know, maybe for me personally, just coming in as the quality manager, I really wasn't, it created a little bit of confusion in my mind because I'm, having been gone from Caterpillar, I left in 1988, Caterpillar, and I spent the next 12 years working in a foundry where I traveled to all of the Cat plants, most of the John Deere plants, to Cummins engine plants, Emerson electric plants in like Maysville, Kentucky, to Moorhead, Kentucky, which is Sealmaster Bearing and Browning division, to IMO Pump. I picked up a lot of things and have worked with a lot of different companies that bring in different programs like designing for quality, for some of the engineering programs that the various customers require suppliers to go through. So having done that from the foundry side of things, I've been gone away from Caterpillar since 1988. I'm back here now and getting back into Caterpillar requirements and Caterpillar drawings and different things after 20 years of being away from it.
In your opinion, and you've really seen very little, I think, of the training that's been offered, but what do you think of the training that CGN is offering? What's your candid opinion? And
Candid?
And how can we make it better?
I believe the training is top shelf. I can think of very few trainers that are any better than what Sweta is. What is coming from that quarter in the form of various, the help in creating various forms or files. We have done extensive work back in receiving inspection. My first day here, we had our supporting TS 16949 continuing audit, and I got nailed with two observations or two findings, and I've already closed one of them with just even part of the work that was done back in receiving inspection. Quite frankly, I can't think of any better training than what we're getting from CGN today.
If you had to think about ways in which you would improve the training, what are some of the things that you would probably make changes in?
That's tough because we are working very hard to meet the expectations, and Sweta is a driver, okay, and sometimes the goals are a little bit aggressive, but I can't honestly think of anything that I would think needs to be better, unless it would be that she would be closer and could be more time here. Then I have to think about that and come back and say, we need time to accomplish the different goals that we set as we're working through these things. So I can't say that that's really even a factor. I can't honestly think of a way to improve that.
Well, if you had to go out and choose a company and didn't know anything about CGN at all, how would you go about choosing a training company?
I would choose a training company in the same way that in previous jobs we selected the auditing or the RAB certifying outfit. We bring people in, interview them, have them give a PowerPoint presentation, give us a sample of the training that they would give a sample of the handouts of something like that along those lines, and then have a team of people from here, and then by consensus make a selection.
Okay, all right. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I can't think of a thing. I wouldn't have anybody but the person that we have from CGN.
Well, we thank you for all of the good words. We hope that you continue to use CGN in the future.
Well, it would be my vote if I have one.
Okay. Well, thank you. See if I can turn this off.